In this video tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with you top YouTube traffic secrets for your video rankings. And these tips, which I'm going to be sharing with you, I'm going to share with you all the relevant websites which I use for this particular strategy, the AI tools which I also use, tips and tricks, and also how to proceed with the various steps, the things you should consider, and many more. This tutorial will share with you exactly how to follow these steps to make the strategy go right so that you can improve your traffic of your YouTube videos as well as watch time and views. So without wasting time, the first tip which I use for this particular strategy is to make sure that I use relevant title for the YouTube videos. And for me to proceed with the first step, I made sure that I use some AI tool to give me relevant title based on the video which I want to create. I made sure that I go directly to my search browser, such as Google search browser, and search for the key term YouTube video title generator and click on search. Once I did so, I was displayed with a lot of AI tools which can help me to generate a lot of titles which are relevant titles that I can use for my video as the title. Of course, when this step was completed, we are going to also see another very relevant step after this step has been completed. And that being said, once I came across these various AI tools which was displayed to me, I made sure that I went ahead to choose one particular type to see how I can generate some titles. You can go ahead to test as many as you can and pick the ones that suit your need. In this case, I came across this particular one here which says capitalize my title, as you can see here. I went directly to this section here that says AI title generator. There is a search box there and inserted a given title based from my own idea. And once I did so, I click on the get title, and once I click on it, a lot of titles were suggested to me, as you can see here. You can see based on my own title which I gave it here, and you can see top YouTube traffic secret tips for video ranking. And after I click on the get title, a lot of titles were given to me which are optimized title. As example, traffic gold mine, creative hacks to propel your video to the top on YouTube. And now after this step has been completed, I therefore now move to the next step. In the next step, I made sure that I went ahead to check the title score using some other AI tools which can give me the score of the title for me to decide if I should take that particular title based on the score rating or not, which I'm going to share with you just now. What I did as the next step was to make sure that I came to Google search browser and search for the key term check YouTube title score. Once I did so, I was displayed with a lot of results until I stumbled across this particular tool here that says all-in-one SEO tool, AI, that is AIOSEO.com. As you can see, headline analyzer, and I click on this particular link. Once I did so, of course, I was taken to the front page that looks like this. And once I did so, I now come back inside of this particular area where I was given various title here to copy the various title and check the SEO score. Any score that reaches at least between 70 to 80 was the one which I'm going to use as a title of my video. Once I inserted it in this box area, I click on analyze, and once I do so, you're going to see that it is going to be analyzed. I will go ahead to make sure that I fill this particular area to pass this path and check the score. And looking at the score rating, it is 48 out of 100, which means that this title is not well optimized. So I will make sure that I forget about this one and move to the next to copy the next. In the next, I will go ahead, copy it again directly like this, and come back and insert inside of the search box, as you can see here, and make sure to click on analyze and check it again. Once I do so, I will still check the rating based on the score, and this time I looked at it, it was 58, which is not still good for me. I made sure that I went ahead until I came across this particular one here, which gave me a good score, and I decided to use it for the title of my video. If I insert it here and click on analyze, the rating was very high. Let's check the rating of this and see what we have. Once I inserted it there and analyzed, now I had a score of 93 on 100, which is all good. In this case, I came across this area and I noticed that the title was a better one. Then I went ahead to make sure that I decided to use this title for my video. So this was the first step which I followed to come out with amazing title for my video, so that it is going to boost the click-through rate and as well as the possibility of more people to see that title and always wanting to click. Before we proceed to the next step, I want to let you know that we have drafted out some amazing tips you can follow to boost your YouTube traffic and ranking from the website link below this video. So if you go below this video description, you are going to find relevant links which you can click directly to a given site which we have analyzed all the various tips you can go ahead to follow and start to apply them starting even today. We are also going to be updating the tips, and once they are being updated, we are also going to create another video tutorial to let you know based on the update. So that being said, let's move to the next tip. Looking at the next tip, we went ahead to make sure that we create amazing thumbnails to be used for the video. And in this case, what you want to do is to make sure that you come to your search browser and search for the key term thumbnail creator. And to be more precise, you want to add the key term YouTube thumbnail creator. And once you do so, you're going to be displayed with a lot of results. You want to make sure that you go ahead to choose some of these to try them out and make the best based on your own finding. But for this case, I'm going to use Canva for this particular tutorial. You can see that Canva have free and customizable YouTube thumbnail and template. And once you click on this link, you're going to be taken to the Canva dashboard where you have a lot of template which you can choose among the templates. And you can see that on this area, there are a lot of YouTube thumbnails or video thumbnails which you can come select the one that is eye-catchy for you, edit it, and see how you can download and upload as your YouTube thumbnail. These thumbnails are very rich and eye-catchy. You want to make sure that you make the right choices, edit and use for your video in order to boost click-through rate and as well as views. And after this step was completed, in other words, our YouTube title is ready, our YouTube thumbnail is ready. We therefore want to make sure that we go ahead to make sure that we upload our video and put all of these criteria which we have already created before the video upload. But of course, there is something I would like you to know. Before we upload a video on YouTube, we have to make sure that we go ahead to edit the video correctly and to make sure that the video has high quality. When I talk about high quality, I'm talking about the backlight which you use, the camera which you are using, the sounds recorder which you are using should be all amazing. Of course, the sound should be good, the backlight which you are using should be good, as well as the camera which you are using for record should also be good. To prove that this step was relevant, I made sure that I came to ChatGPT and asked it if YouTube algorithm knows a good quality video. And what it responded to me was the fact that YouTube, of course, knows video which is of high quality. And some of the criteria which they talk about high quality was about the sounds, was about the backlight being used, and also about the voice, that is, the voice wave should be clear. And they stated that once these are put in place, then of course there is the probability of viewers or viewers retention and longer duration. And since this step was concluded to be true, then I made sure that I went ahead to make sure that all of these criteria were put in place by using a camera which is at least clear, using a good backlight, and also making sure that the sound wave is also clear. And looking at this video, of course, I'm using the backlight. This is the controller of the backlight, which you can see here. And using this controller, I can manipulate the backlight from the back end. You can see this button here. If I click on it, you're going to see that it has changed. If I click again on it, you can see how the lightening from the back end is changing. This is the controller. In other words, I'm using a good backlight and make sure that I focus it up to clear the backlight, and you can use a backlight stand, which of course you can get it from anywhere around big stores or stores having backlight for video creation. You can use it like this, and of course I can increase or decrease the intensity of the light. If I do like this, it's going to drop by touching the negative button. If I go to the plus and press on the plus, the backlight, you can see the intensity now is very high, and I can control this intensity based on the negative or the positive. You have to make sure that you adjust everything like this, setting it up right. And if you don't have any idea, then of course you want to make sure that you go to the YouTube search and search for how to use backlight to make sure that, or backlight and stands to create high quality light video with clear backgrounds. You are going to see a lot of video tutorial and what kind of stands for backlight you can use and what kind of light you can also use, and have ideas of such and see how you can implement them. And once all this step was put to use, then of course I then make sure that I go ahead to use a good video editor. And to edit videos, I made sure that I went ahead to search on the net best video editors, and there were a lot of different video editors which can be used to edit your video. In some cases, I stumble upon video editor like Sony Vegas, and I also stumble upon video editor like CapCut, and a lot of them are available online. It all depends on the ease of usability for you to edit your video. And for this particular video, I made sure that I went ahead to see how I can install or download and install Sony Vegas on my PC and see how I can edit the video to make sure that I put it in order before I upload on YouTube. What I did is to make sure that the video that has been recorded should be dragged inside of this pan area, and I start to cut and edit until it meets my need. As an example here, I made sure that I dragged the video inside of the pan area, as you can see here. And once I dragged, I made sure that I come ahead to start to make sure that I edit and put everything in order. And you can see that there are some spaces here which are not relevant. And I made sure that I cut off these spaces, edit everything in order, and it fits my need. And once everything was okay, it looks like this based on the cutting and placement. And once it was ready, I just came to the file area and make sure that I render this particular video. And once the render was complete, then it was ready for me to upload on YouTube. And these were some of the perfect steps which I followed before gaining some lot of traction when it comes to video views as well as traffic to my video. And to some of you who want to see even more of the tips which you can use and start to apply even today, then of course you want to make sure to visit this site here, and there is the title which we have stated, YouTube Traffic Secret Tip for Video Ranking You Should Know. You want to make sure that you go directly to the relevant links below this video, navigate to this page and read across it. You're going to find many gold mine tips which you can apply starting today. You also want to make sure that you go ahead to like and subscribe so as to keep up with update notification once we update and make more videos on this particular topic. Good luck and see you again in the next upload, and bye bye for now.